Cummins Incorporated was founded out of a garage in Columbus, Indiana in 1919. And over the years, it has grown into the world's largest manufacturer of diesel engines. It supplies diesels both for trucking and for off-road construction site vehicles, as well as a lot of engines that are used for generators, things like that. Basically, they've been able to capture a huge part of a market that used to be dominated by several companies, and they've just progressively been able to take over more and more of that. One thing that sets Cummins apart is the way that it embraces new regulations on engine production and energy efficiency. Whereas a lot of companies would say, we don't want to be forced to produce higher efficiency engines, Cummins actually saw it as a challenge. And in the late 1990s, when the EPA started to enforce and require new engine standards, Cummins took a step back and said, well, if we can do this better than everybody else, and we can develop technologies that really set us apart, that's something that in the long run is going to allow us to really dominate the market. The current CEO is named Tom Linebarger, and he was promoted from within. He's a lifer at Cummins, and he has done a really good job of both following on the traditions laid down by his predecessors, but also pushing a little harder into those global markets that may not have been on anyone's radar screen until recently. So really trying to move into Africa, as well as in Eastern Europe and parts of the Middle East, where Cummins has always been and always had a presence, but is really starting to see opportunities for the development of a diesel engine market, where you could have these kind of high efficiency, low cost diesel engines that work really well in the somewhat punishing environments that you might find in the developing countries. I think that Cummins will continue to dominate its sector. There's really no one else out there who can produce the kinds of engines that Cummins can. So I don't think that we can expect to see anything else but good news from Cummins over the next 5 to 10 years.